Yep, good there.
Checking announcer mic. Loud and clear, thank you.
Great.
Hi, Athena Latina. I see you over there, my fellow announcer. Welcome back to Capital City Chaos in Victoria. We are at our final day of competition, getting ready for Game 10. The Eves of Destruction acknowledge and thank the Tsuk, Pachidat, and Lekwungen people, also known as the Esquimalt and Songhees nations, for allowing us to play the sport we love and host our events on their traditional territory. We are honored to live on this land and are working toward reconciliation, decolonization, and building relationships in our communities. We, as guests, recognize the importance of their ongoing relationship with the land that continues to this day. A few local organizations you can support are Victoria Native Friendship Centre, Indigenous Perspective Society, and Raven, respecting Aboriginal values and environmental needs. Your rosters for this upcoming game: Rage City Roller Derby, Rage City All-Stars, Coach 0 Athena, Captain 1-3 Sugar Honey Iced Tea, 2-0 Solid as a Jamrock, 2-1 Catnado, 2-1-0 Fupa Cabra, 2-8-9 Fort Knox Fox, 3-1 KO, 4-2 Pants Romancer, 4-7 Nikita, 5-3 Vix, 6-1-0 Alexecutioner, 6-2 Fireweed Fury, 6-9 Nova. And also welcoming Inland Empire Roller Derby, your captain and birthday skater, number 100 Quiet Riot, 1-2 Han Solo. That's Han Yolo, pardon me. 1-2-3 Coco Brown, 2-1 Wojo, 2-3-7 Daddy Longlegs, 4-1-8 Baby Crack Ribs, 4-8 Stonewall, 8-0-3 Miss Triss of All Evil, 8-1 Bambino, 8-6-7 Rude Ass Rita, 6-6-6 Drag Her, and 1-4-2-0 Lala Tiburona. Joining us on the track, our team in stripes. Those are our skating officials. We have head ref McAllister, inside pack ref Whack Job, jam refs Scary Bee Cheeses and Shenanigans, outside pack refs Flair, Zed, and Hunky Dory. In the black shirts for our officials, these are our non-skating officials. Our head NSO, Lizard Beth, is also our penalty and line tracker, joined by Mill Street Bruisery. Our jam timer, Genuine. Scoreboard operators, Read the Rules. Scorekeepers, Slayer Moon and Otter Mayhem. Our penalty box manager, Tenacious D-Cup. I also see Mass and Koala Mela in there. And we're off. Our jammers are Bambino in red for Inland Roller Derby, Catnado in black for Rage City. Catnado on one skate on the outside, knocked down behind Coco Brown. Also behind Coco Brown, Bambino. Lead goes to Catnado of Rage. Pack moves past around the apex, through turn 2, all the way down the straightaway. Those jammers are close. That pack is staying fast. Both teams trying to protect points. Rage Jammer comes in, gets hips around one skater while calling it off. Did they get points with that? We have some consultation between our jam ref and our outside pack refs. 2 points. Quiet Riot and Fireweed Fury, our jammers for this second jam. Quiet Riot hit to the outside as Fireweed Fury moves in. Quiet Riot comes through the middle, gets hit to the inside of the track, one hand down. They are through successfully. Lead goes to Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury through the pack on an initial pass. Both jammers in point scoring position. Quiet Riot with hands on the hips takes 2 points for Inland Empire. The Eves of Destruction wish to thank all of the outstanding sponsors that fund the gameplay you enjoy. As I tell you more about them today, consider if you too would like to help keep us rolling through 2025. Alexecutioner out jamming for Rage City, Wojo for Inland Empire. That's Wojo at the front of the pack right now with all 4 of those Rage City blockers to beat. Same situation at the back of the pack for Wojo. Alexecutioner fighting at the back, looks for some space on the inside line, gets knocked out by 803, drawn back by 4-8. Wojo at the front. That no pack gives some space for Wojo, but they get driven out the outside line by number 210 in black. That's Fupacabra. One minute into this jam, we are still looking for a lead. Alexecutioner drawn back. Lead goes to Inland Empire. It's a forearm penalty, taking one of our blockers to the penalty box. Four points on the board for Inland Empire. Alexecutioner with a successful helmet stubber pass. Your jammer is now number 6-9, Nova. Another 4 points as they clear on the straightaway. That jam ends with 8 points in favor of Inland Empire. Hazel's Ice Cream, a family dream of ice cream, local handmade ice cream bars. Lala Tiburona takes on Vix at the jam line. Tiburona hit to the inside as Vix starts driving up the middle. Lala Tiburona drawn all the way back by Sugar Honey Iced Tea. That is Vix through with lead for Rage City. A hit to the inside by pivot number 6-9 slows down Lala Tiburona. Helmet cover in hand. Lala Tiburona is through the pack. Initial pass completed. Vix calls that jam, taking the points for Rage City. Capital City Chaos is proudly supported by the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission. Bambino in red, Nikita in black. Both of these jammers starting slow, backing up a bit from the jam line. Pack starts to get mobile as they cross the jam line. Sugar Honey Iced Tea with the hit to the inside. Bambino looking to move ahead. Space being held by number 4-2 in black. Forearm penalty takes Coco Brown to the penalty box. Bambino finds a little bit of space, gets blocked up. Nikita towards the front. Nikita hit to the inside by 418. Offensive help in there for Bambino. Offense reforms. Tripod at the back, all 4 at the front. Pack is moving through the apex. 1 minute in, we have no lead yet. Bambino in forward position right now. Both jammers against a tripod. Pack is being held by number 20. That is solid as a jam rock. Hit to the outside, a bit of a drawback there by 666 Dragger. Out from the penalty box, we have both jammers on the track now. Only Bambino eligible to become... Sorry, there's a blocker that came out of the penalty box, so I'm not going to make any judgment about who can become lead. Nikita currently in forward position. Offensive help from their pivot. 8 seconds to go. No lead yet in this jam. That jam ends. No lead, no points. Allies Integrated Health. Healthcare that sees you. Visit alliesintegrated.health. We have Quiet Riot and Cat NATO on the track as jammers. Quiet Riot finds space on the inside line, takes lead for Inland Empire. Cat NATO spins around that entire group of blockers, finds clear space on the outside. Initial completed for Rage. Quiet Riot calls the jam off from the outside, looking to find out how many points they've received. The Accounting Agency, a trusted partner for your financial future. Visit theaccountingagency.ca. Wojo and Fireweed Fury, your jammers at the beginning of Jam 7. Fireweed Fury being bounced to the inside, Wojo on the outside. As soon as I can say it, that switches. Wojo finding a little bit of space around the apex, but still being hassled by those Rage City blockers. Forearm penalty takes one of our Rage City blockers to the penalty box as lead is established for Inland Empire. Wojo, your lead jammer. Wojo comes into the back of the pack. Both teams holding it tight in this straightaway. Fireweed Fury looking to complete an initial pass. Wojo gathering points on the outside of the track. 4 of them for Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury with helmet cover in hand is drawn back along the straightaway as Wojo comes in for their second scoring pass. Fireweed Fury finds space on the inside line, completes the initial. Wojo looking to make it through with a few more points. That's 3 more for Inland Empire. In a world filled with mass-produced stuff, connect with what you consume with Driftwood Brewery. Visit their bar and patio nearby on Viewfield Road. Lala Tiburona takes on Vix at the jam line. Lala Tiburona inside with a quick lead for Inland Empire. Vix with one to beat at the front makes it through for an initial pass. Forearm penalty takes Dragger to the penalty box. Lala Tiburona through on a scoring pass. Bad Girlfriend Skates until 12:30 today is offering $200 off Solaris skates at the table with payment plans available. Bambino and Catanado at the jam line. Catanado on the inside line, but Bambino takes the long way around, finds lead for Inland Empire. Both jammers out equally. Defensive jamming, knocks down our jammer, calls it off. Parkaway Physiotherapy, reduce pain, improve mobility, and get back to what you love. Athletes can visit them behind the scoreboard today. It is a team timeout for Rage City. Jam timer Genuine with the rolling whistle calls skaters back to the track. Motivational speaking on the inside of the track from the referees to the skaters. Fireweed Fury taking on Quiet Riot. Fireweed Fury finds the inside this time. Lead goes to Rage City. Quiet Riot in the pack, but pack is moving quickly around the apex. Fireweed Fury back at the pack at the pivot line. Quiet Riot through with their initial. Fireweed Fury steps through, 4 points, Rage City. Check out the Eves of Destruction Charter online silent auction happening now. Adventures, treats, gift cards, and more from over 30 local businesses. Funds raised help the Charter travel, for games, and to host tournaments like this one. Check out the posters around the arena for the auction link. Wojo and Vix are jammers at the start of this jam. Wojo in the forward position right now with some help from Coco Brown. Team Recycling around the pack. That's 4-1-8 in red, getting ahead of Vix. Vix is through. I see lead being signaled for Vix. We have a successful star pass, number 237 for Inland Empire. Daddy Longlegs, your jammer now. The tight and bright party is on. Rooftop at the Strathcona Hotel tonight, 6 p.m. till late. Dress up for the Eves after party. Our current score, Rage City All-Stars 17, Inland Empire 22. As we start Jam 12, our jammers are Lala Tiburona and Catanado. Catanado currently in forward position. Lala Tiburona hit to the inside. Comes back in, gets space. Lead goes to Inland Empire. That sounds like a forearm penalty, taking Catanado to the penalty box. Power jam in favor of Inland Empire. Lala Tiburona being held against that inside line as we enter turn 3. Manages to step past Sugar Honey Iced Tea. 4 points, Inland Empire. Pack spread wide. Lala Tiburona makes it past Nova at the front, collects 4 points. Catnado out from the penalty box. Tries to get through on the inside line, gets a cut track penalty. Goes to take another 30 seconds in the penalty box. That jam gets called off by Lala Tiburona with another scoring pass. Bad Girlfriend Skates, your one-stop shop for everything and anything to do with roller derby and recreational roller skating. Find them on site today. See them before 12:30 to get $200 off on Solaris skates in stock. Catnado starting in the penalty box makes this a power jam in favor of Bambino. Bambino makes it past Nova, but gets hit to the inside as they do. Bambino is lead, but recycled back. Bambino currently at the very back of the pack. Lead still has to complete that initial pass. Back from the penalty box, it's Catnado. Pack is tight at the pivot line. Tight pack is moving through the apex. Sugar Honey Iced Tea holding it down on the outside line. Catnado gets through for an initial pass. Bambino calls that jam off before Catnado can make it back. Thank you to Roller Girl for sponsoring this weekend's MVP prizes. Our current score, Rage City All-Stars 18, Inland Empire 34. We have an official review being called by Inland Empire. While our officials deliberate, let me tell you about this amazing crew of dedicated officials. They're one of the Eves of Destruction's biggest assets. From non-skating officials to on-skates officials, they make it possible for us all to enjoy the sport we love so much. Speak to any official or Eves of Destruction member to find out how you, too, could be part of this awesome crew. Looking to head ref McAllister for a summary of that official Any information on that would be appreciated. I still see it flashing on the board. I have no information to share on what that official review was. I see the flashing dot has left the screen for Inland Empire. That leads me to understand that they lost whatever that official review was. On the track now, Quiet Riot goes to take a seat in the penalty box. We have a power jam in favor of Nikita and Rage City. Nikita driven back across the outside line by Dragher. Dragher on the ground as Nikita reforms. Offensive help comes in from number 289, Fort Knox Fox. It is a forearm penalty assessed to Dragher as Nikita gets through with lead. Nikita swings to the outside and inside, trying to move that tripod out of the way. Quiet Riot out from the penalty box. Pushed to the inside by Nova. Pants holding the pack. Moving at the back of the pack, starts to move Nikita forward a bit. Initial pass is completed by Quiet Riot. Nikita calls that jam off before Quiet Riot can make it back to the pack. 4 points at the end of that jam for Rage City. Visit the Eves of Destruction's exclusive food truck vendor, Los Pañas Kitchen. Wojo and Fireweed Fury starting at the jam line. Wojo through with lead for Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury not far behind. Both teams tight as they roll back across the pivot line. Wojo steps through on the inside, calls off the jam. Visit the Roller Derby Moms table in the vendor village for souvenirs and to support our junior roller derby travel. That's a team timeout being signaled by birthday skater 100 Quiet Riot. That rolling whistle got our attention. We are starting this 16th jam of the first half. The Lala Tiburona, the only jammer on the track. Catnado having taken a seat in the penalty box at the end of the last jam. Lala Tiburona through with lead for Inland Empire. That's number 289 out from the penalty box, Fort Knox Fox. Lala Tiburona on a scoring pass. Pack is spreading wide. Inland Empire trying to hold back one of those Rage City blockers. Cat NATO rejoins the crew at the back of the pack, having returned from the penalty box. We have an empty penalty box for a moment. As soon as I start saying that, our outside pack ref Flair indicates a forearm penalty on Cat NATO. They're going to take a seat in the penalty box again as that jam ends, forcing another power start in favor of Inland Empire. Inland Empire able to come out of that last jam with 3 points in their favor. Number 8-1, Bambino, the only jammer on the track. Passive offense happening from Inland Empire as Bambino pushes at the front. Pack being maintained by number 1-3, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. That's Bambino through with lead for Inland Empire. Offensive fake there from 1-2-3 Coco Brown. Successful pass with 4 points for Inland Empire. Back on the track, it's Cat NATO with a move to the outside and a tornado spin to the inside. Drawn back by number 4-8 in red. Cat NATO finds space on the inside line, completes an initial pass. Forearm penalty takes Sugar Honey Iced Tea to the penalty box. Jam comes to an end. It's another 3 points at the end of that jam for Inland Empire. In a world filled with mass-produced stuff, connect with what you consume with Driftwood Brewery. Visit their bar and patio nearby on Viewfield Road. Vix and Quiet Riot start this jam. Quiet Riot with a fast move to the front of the pack. Pack spreads out at the apex. And it is Quiet Riot with lead for Inland Empire. That's 4 leads in a row for Inland Empire. Helmet cover in hand. Vix is moving on the outside. That's a successful star pass to number 6-9 Nova. Quiet Riot leaves the front of the pack with 4 points in the air in favor of Inland Empire. Your current score, Rage City All-Stars 22, Inland Empire Roller Derby 52. Wojo and Alexecutioner are our jammers this time round. Alexecutioner through with lead. I'm going to change what I just said there. That's Wojo that was through with lead. Wojo calls that off before anybody gets any points. Lala Tiburona, number 1420, takes on Nikita, number 47. Lala Tiburona hit to the inside by Sugar Honey Iced Tea, but they go out. Lala Tiburona back in, facing down a tripod of solid skaters. Speaking of solid tripods, Inland Empire doing a great job of holding Nikita at the back. That's through at the front for Lala Tiburona. 6 leads in a row for Inland Empire. Nikita looking for some offensive help from 289. 289 stays in place in order to stop Lala Tiburona. Through the front, that's Nikita with an initial pass. Outside line for La Tiburona, collecting 4 points, Inland Empire. Parkway Physiotherapy. Reduce pain, improve mobility, and get back to what you love. Athletes are welcome to visit them behind the scoreboard this weekend. Bambino and Vix are our jammers as we go into Jam 21. Vix pushed back behind the jam line. Pack starts to move forward. Vix now at the front. Bambino working against all 4 of those Rage City blockers at the back. Pack being held by Red 418. Penalty takes number 803 to the penalty box as lead goes to Vix. We have a star pass to Stonewall of Inland Empire as Vix goes through with 4 points. Vix back at the back of the pack as Stonewall gets through with the star in hand. Initial pass completed for Inland Empire. Vix with the hips around the pack in the front. 8 points altogether in that jam for Rage. Salt Chuck Pies, don't be shy. Say hello to Pie. Grab one from their Bay Street location. Quiet Riot and Alexecutioner on the track as our jammers. Quiet Riot in forward position with some offensive space held there by Dragher. Alexecutioner looking for some inside line space. Gets around Dragher. Quiet Riot at the front, but Alexecutioner finds the space around the outside. Lead goes to Rage City. Both jammers out and ready for points. All blockers working to protect their points. Pack moves fast. No points either team as that jam gets called off. Hazel's Ice Cream, a family dream of ice cream. Visit their bike cart for local handmade ice cream bars. Wojo and Nikita are 2 jammers. Nikita in black for Rage City at the back of the pack gets hit to the inside. Wojo in red facing all 4 of those Rage City blockers, moving side to side. Pack is staying tight. Jammers are holding their position. Some offensive help comes in from Nova there trying to help Nikita. Nikita not able to take advantage, held up against Coco Brown. Up at the front, Wojo working by themselves. Pack being held by number 20 from Rage City and 418 from Inland Empire. Both jammers having the same kind of day with those solid tripods holding the back. Inland Empire tripod moves toward their brace. Offensive help comes in from number 48 for Wojo. Four receives a penalty that takes Inland Empire down by 1 blocker. They manage to still keep Nikita at the back of the pack. Inland Empire loses another blocker to a multiplayer penalty. Recycling Nikita at the back. Wojo still working at the front. 1.5 minutes in with no lead. Pack is moving through the straightaway between turns 2 and 3. Number 20 trying to box in, drag her. And that's through for Nikita. Nikita, your lead with 10 seconds left on the clock. That whistle blows just as the penalty box is cleared. Nobody makes it to the pack in time for points on that one. And we've come to halftime. Our score going into halftime is Rage City All-Stars 30, Inland Empire 56. You'll hear more from me in about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, visit our vendors, refresh your beverages, enjoy yourselves. Welcome back to the second half of Game 10 of 2025's Capital City Chaos. We are starting with Fireweed Fury and Bambino as our jammers. Fireweed Fury in black hit to the inside, getting some offensive help from 289. Stuck in the back of the pack right number is number 81, Bambino. Bambino moves into the middle. Fireweed Fury backs up, comes around Fox on the outside. Fox on the floor, a trip up for number 81, but they managed to make it past. That is lead to Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury on the ground, still within the pack. Nova in position with some offensive help. Nova on the outside, Fireweed Fury with all four at the front working on their initial pass. Bambino trying to gather up some points at the back of the pack. A hit to the inside recycles Bambino behind the pack. Sorry, that's Fireweed Fury going behind the pack. Bambino calls that jam off. Three points on the board for Inland Empire at the end of that jam. Straight and narrow. At the end of every adventure, the greatest reward is a refreshing beverage with friends, both old and new. Quiet Riot and Vix are our jammers as we go into jam 2 of this second half. Quiet Riot currently at the front, but Vix looking for space on the outside. Vix comes right back in to drag her. Quiet Riot gets around. Lead goes to Inland Empire. Vix through the pack now. Quiet Riot sails around the outside. Gathers all the points for Inland Empire. Thank you to Roller Girl for sponsoring the weekend's MVP prizes. Join me center track at the end of this game for our MVP jammers, blockers, and team spirit for this game. Both of our jammers wearing 2-1 this time is Wojo and Catnado. Wojo on the outside of the back. Catnado moving to the inside of the front. Gets hit across the line. Catnado drawn all the way back. Wojo currently in forward position. Catnado trying to race that down. Catnado successful. Lead goes to Rage. Wojo with offensive help from the pivot completes the initial pass. Catnado in the pack. All the points in that jam go to Rage City. 3 points. The Accounting Agency, a trusted partner for your financial future. Visit theaccountingagency.ca. That's Lala Tiburona taking on Alexecutioner. Lala Tiburona takes a seat in the penalty box. That makes this a power jam in favor of Alexecutioner, who is lead. Nova backs off, starts to spread out the pack. That makes space for Alexecutioner to get through. 4 points, Rage City. Alexecutioner gets a back block penalty, loses their lead status as Lala Tiburona comes in. We're swinging that power jam advantage in favor of Inland Empire. La Tiburona through with an initial pass. La Tiburona dances along that line on the inside. 4 points up for Inland Empire. Alexecutioner steps onto the track through that open outside line. 4 points for Alexecutioner. 4 points La Tiburona. Pack starts to move faster. No jammer can call this off. La Tiburona relying on that toe stop work along that inside line. Zips through with 4 points. Three more to Rage City at the end of that jam. Our current score, Rage City All-Stars 44, Inland Empire Roller Derby 75. Bambino and Fireweed Fury. Fireweed Fury quickly through. Lead goes to Rage City. Bambino's not giving up much space there, chasing it down. Fireweed Fury tries to take the inside, gets hit to the in and calls the jam before any points can be given away to their opponents. All 3 points go to Rage City in that jam. Allies Integrated Health. Healthcare that sees you. Visit alliesintegrated.health. Nikita and Quiet Riot are our jammers at the beginning. Nikita takes an outside line in forward position. Quiet Riot goes with a push straight up the middle. Quiet Riot moving all 4 of those Rage City blockers forward. Nikita tries to get in the middle of that and get through their own skaters. We have some defensive jamming from Quiet Riot, pushing Nikita back and forth. Quiet Riot gives that job up to drag her. And lead goes to Inland Empire. Quiet Riot, your lead jammer. We have as many skaters as possible on the track right now. Our penalty box taking a break. Recycle at the back for Nikita as Quiet Riot escapes the front with 4 points. Helmet cover in hand. Nikita is through with their initial pass. Quiet Riot on a second scoring pass. A hip switch and a slide through picks up 4 points. Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, fueled by the support of over 50 business members and municipalities, is dedicated to enhancing the region's sporting event landscape. Their mission is to seamlessly blend sport hosting with tourism marketing, drawing major sporting events to Greater Victoria that benefit the entire community. We're in with Wojo and Vix as our jammers. Wojo in the front position. Vix toward the back. Vix hit to the outside. Say scramble as we clear the apex. Currently Wojo in forward position. That's Wojo with lead for Inland Empire. High block penalty takes Vix to the penalty box. This is a power jam in favor of Wojo as they gather 4 points for the Inland Empire. Pack starts to move quickly through the straightaway. Wojo with a little assistance up against Nova at the front of the pack. That's Wojo through with 4 points. Inland Empire. (2-1-0) Rage City back on the track and blocking right away. Wojo with Nova to beat at the front. Nova slowing Wojo back with a hit to the outside at the pivot line. Forearm penalty to Nova. Vix at the front. A trip around the outside. That's an initial completed for the Rage City All-Stars. Wojo completes another scoring pass. A big EOD thank you to our tireless photographers, Fatal Fantasy Photos, Negative Nancy. We all look forward to revisiting tonight's greatest hits through your work. We have a team timeout called by Rage City. Lala Tiburona and Cat Nato. We've seen these two match up before. This time Lala Tiburona towards the front quickly. Cat Nato hit to the outside by Dragger, who drags her back. We had Lala Tiburona through the pack first, but the signal looks like it was intended to show a no pass, no penalty. Lead then went to our opposing jammer, who called it off before any points can get spilled out. We have an official review. Sorry, an official timeout. Our jam timer Genuine bringing us into gameplay. I see 1420 in the penalty box as we start this jam. The only active jammer on the track, number 62, Fireweed Fury. That will be lead for this jam on behalf of Rage City. Sugar Honey Iced Tea in with some offensive help. Fireweed Fury hit to the outside. Back onto the track in hard against Stonewall. Fireweed Fury with Stonewall to beat at the front. That is through with 4 points, Rage City. Fireweed Honey swinging side to side as Lala Tiburona completes an initial pass. Fireweed Fury out the front of the pack, calls the jam with another 4 points. 8 points altogether in that jam. Our current score, Rage City All-Stars 55, Inland Empire 95. Visit the Eves of Destruction exclusive food truck vendor, Los Pañas Kitchen. Bambino and Alexecutioner are jammers going into Jam 10. Alexecutioner on the outside line finds some space. Gets dropped by Dragger on the outside. Bambino goes down along the inside of the apex. Bambino now in superior position. 2 blockers to beat at the front. Pack is slow going through the apex and turn 2. Our symbol shows an initial pass completed for red. Visit the Roller Derby Moms table in the vendor village for souvenirs and to support our junior roller derby travel. We have Inland Empire Quiet Riot, number 100, your captain, facing Vix for Rage City. Quiet Riot finds that inside line open, gets through with lead for Inland Empire. Vix not far behind. Pack moves quickly through turn 2. Quiet Riot gets their hips around some skater. 2 points, Inland Empire. In a world filled with mass-produced stuff, connect with what you consume with Driftwood Brewery. Visit their bar and patio nearby on Viewfield Road. (2-1) versus 2-1, Wojo and Catnado. Catnado at the front quickly gets lead for Rage City. Wojo in the pack, moves around the outside, also gets through. Both jammers completed their initial pass. Catnado moving quickly with a fast-moving pack around the apex in turn 2. Calls the jam off. Collects all the points for Rage City. Straight and narrow. At the end of every adventure, the greatest reward is a refreshing beverage with friends, both old and new. Lala Tiburona and Nikita. This time Lala Tiburona taking an inside line. Nikita held at the back. Lala Tiburona really trying to find space on that inside line. Returns there again. Nikita continues with a center push. Braced tripod rotates. Nikita now on the outside. A hit to the inside there takes Lala Tiburona to the back of the pack. Recycles, comes right back into Nova. Nikita moves into superior position. Nova out of the way. That is through for Lala Tiburona. Lead goes to Inland Empire. Bella Tiburona hops through with 4 points for Inland Empire. Calls that jam just as Rage gets through on their initial pass. 4 points to Inland Empire. Inland Empire achieves 100 points in the game with that pass. Current score, Inland Empire 100, Rage City 59. We have an official timeout being called. This is a reminder to players to vote for the tournament MVP today. The QR code to vote for your tournament MVP is at the ticketing table. Vote for the tournament MVP at the ticketing table. You have a couple more hours to visit the Bad Girlfriend Skates table. They're offering $200 off Solaris skates available at the table. Payment plans available. Check out the Eves of Destruction Charter's online silent auction happening now. Adventures, treats, gift cards, and more from over 30 local businesses. Funds raised help the Charter travel for games and to host amazing tournaments like this one. Check out the posters around the arena for the auction link. A big thank you to our amazing crew of dedicated officials. This is one of the Eves of Destruction's biggest assets. From non-skating officials to on-skates officials, they make it possible for us all to enjoy this sport we love so much. Speak to any official or Eves of Destruction member to find out how you, too, could become a part of this awesome crew. The Eves of Destruction merch booth will be opening shortly. You can visit them and purchase Team Canada merchandise. That merchandise, the proceeds go to support travel for Team Canada to Innsbruck, Austria in July. All right, we have our officials and our skaters reassembling. Thank you very much for our crew of officials working on the technical details in the background there. Roller derby cannot officially happen if all of the machine parts aren't working, so thank you very much. Our scoreboard has been updated. Inland Empire 100, Rage City 59. We are rolling into jam number 14 with Bambino and Fireweed Fury. Bambino number 8-1 at the back of the pack right now. Fireweed Fury in superior position. A little bit of help there by blocker number 2-0. Fireweed Fury gets hit to the inside. One to beat at the front. Lead goes to Rage City All-Stars. Helmet cover in hand. Bambino makes it past Nova. Initial completed for Empire as Rage takes 4 points. Our jammers are Vix, number 5-3 for Rage City in black, and our birthday jammer, number 100, Quiet Riot in red for Inland Empire. 5-3 finds it open on the inside first. Lead goes to Rage, but Quiet Riot not far behind. That jam gets called as we trade off blockers in the penalty box. Parkway Physiotherapy. Reduce pain, improve mobility, and get back to what you love. Athletes are welcome to visit Parkway Therapy behind the scoreboard. Our jammers are Wojo and Catnado. Catnado at the front with lead for Rage City. Wojo gets a little bit of offensive help, but gets that blocked. My announcer eyes were having trouble understanding that both of those jammers had the same number on them. Comprehension comes slowly when you've got the same numbers. Here we are with Catnado leaving the front of the pack. Initial pass completed for Inland Empire. That's Wojo for Inland Empire. Catnado was our lead with Rage City, calls that jam off with 4 points. Lala Tiburona and Alexecutioner. This time Alexecutioner held at the back for a while as Lala Tiburona works side to side in a forward position. 4 blockers solid there against Alexecutioner. Alexecutioner sees the outside line free, makes a dip around one remaining blocker. Lead goes to Rage City. That's 4 in a row for Rage City. Lala Tiburona out with their initial pass for Inland. Alexecutioner with their hands on their hips calls that jam. 1 point. The Eves to Destruction wish to thank all of the outstanding sponsors that fund the gameplay you enjoy. As I tell you more about them today, consider if you, too, would like to help keep us rolling through 2025. Contact us at eodsponsorship@gmail.com. Bambino number 8-1 is our jammer for Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury number 6-2 for Rage City. Bambino sees space on the outside, manages to get past Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Lead goes to Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury working on their initial pass, hit to the outside by Drager. Drager receives a penalty. Fireweed Fury back in the pack. Fireweed Fury getting some help from Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Bambino hit to the outside, calls the gem off from the outside. All 4 points go to Inland Empire. Hazel's Ice Cream, a family dream of ice cream. Local, handmade ice cream bars. They're not in the building just yet today, but you can find them at local grocery stores in the ice cream specialty section. We have another official timeout as our scoreboard gets taken a look at. Hunky Dorky giving us a beautiful dance on the sideline there to this lovely jazzy music. Royalty-free music. I'll use some free airspace as a reminder to all athletes, vote for your tournament MVP today. The QR code for voting is at the ticketing table as you enter the building. Vote for the tournament MVP. QR code at the ticketing table.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's network.
Thank you very much to our officials for sorting out all of our technical difficulties. Our scoreboard is back in place with the score. Our skaters are in place. Our officials are taking their place. That rolling whistle brings us back to gameplay. Our jammers are Bambino and Vix. Vix hitting the pack first. Bambino coming around the outside. Vix backing up. Pack is tight coming through turn one. Pivot number 4-8 trying to slow Vix down at the front. Vix through with lead. Drag her out of the penalty box. Helmet cover in hand. Bambino is through. That jam ends with all of the points on the board going to Rage City, 2 points. Catnado and Wojo, both jammers, number 21. Catnado in black, hit to the outside, moves around to the inside where the line's open. Catnado, your lead for this jam in favor of Rage City. Wojo through the front of the pack on an initial pass. Catnado calls that jam. 4 points for Rage City. Our current score, Rage City 74, Inland Empire 105. We have 6 minutes of gameplay left. Fireweed Fury taking the track along number 100 for Inland Empire. Catnado at the back of the pack. Quiet Riot moving at the front. Fireweed Fury holding that space at the back. Fireweed Fury moving all 4 of those red blockers forward. Quiet Riot with 3 pushing forward. Pack moves into turn 1. Fireweed Fury hit to the outside by 803. Mistress of All Evil. Lead this jam goes to Inland Empire. Lead jammer Quiet Riot. Fireweed Fury through the pack on an initial pass. Quiet Riot with the signal from the outside calls off the jam. Alexecutioner and Lala Tiburona are jammers going into jam number 22. Lala Tiburona currently at the front. Alexecutioner at the back. Big thank you to Papa Squat for bringing me a display so I can see things easily. As Lala Tiburona out at the front of the pack. Star pass to Nova. Pack races through the straightaway, called off from the ground by Lala Tiburona. They come through with 2 points. Regretta, why are you announcing from the floor at the end of this? Well, at the end of this, we are going to be pulling the teams off the track quickly. We will not be doing a skate around. We will be doing MVPs at turn 1 as we exit the track quickly. Vix and Quiet Riot in jam number 23. Vix Mowell at the back, Quiet Riot slow and steady at the front. That's Vix through with lead. Quiet Riot makes it over the front of the pack. Initial pass completed. Both jammers eligible. Vix on the floor calls the jam. Lala Tiburona in red, Catnado in black. Catnado takes the outside. Lala Tiburona takes the inside. Catnado with 2 to beat at the front, joined by a third. All 4 rage blockers at the back against Lala Tiburona. Catnado pushes the pack beyond turn 1. Lala Tiburona steps back on at the back, right behind Sugar Honey Iced Tea. At the front, Catnado is declared lead and calls the jam. Quiet Riot jamming in red for Inland Empire. Fireweed Fury in black for Rage City. Quiet Riot currently in superior position with all 4 blockers to beat at the front. No pack moves up those blockers in red. Fireweed Fury gets a little further ahead. All 10 skaters on the track. Pack is tight as we cross the pivot line into turn 1. Offensive help coming in from 289. Drag her with the drag back. Drag her on the ground. Fireweed Fury back in fast. Tries to get past Coco Brown, hit to the inside, but reforms. Lead goes to Quiet Riot and Inland Empire. Initial is completed by Fireweed Fury. Quiet Riot calls that jam off. It looks like before the opposing jammer gets there. 3 points on the board for Inland Empire at the end of jam 25. Vix and Lala Tiburona back on the track for one last jam. Lala Tiburona makes it past the pivot line, takes lead status with them. Lala Tiburona taking a look at the clock as they spin around the apex. Vix working on an initial pass. Vix completes the initial. Lala Tiburona calls that jam off. Your unofficial score, Rage City 78, Inland Empire 112. All skaters, please join me at turn 1 for MVPs and photos. We are clearing the track quickly. Please join me at turn 1 for MVPs and photos. My name is Regrettal. You can hear me. I'm waving at you from turn 1. Thank you, skaters. We will exit toward where the beer garden has been for your MVPs. All right. And that's our last photo. Our MVPs are MVP Jammer, Inland Empire, 1420, Lala Tiburona. MVP Jammer for Rage City, 53 Vix. MVP Blocker for Inland Empire, 48 Stonewall. MVP Blocker for Rage City, 31 KO. Team Spirit for Inland Empire, 237 Daddy Longlegs. Team Spirit for Rage City, 1-3 Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Thank you, fans. We will have Gorge versus the Eves of Destruction momentarily.